Well, over the next few days, you could get an emergency alert warning sent to your phone.
Yeah, we've all been there. It goes off and you're thinking, okay, what does it mean? Kara Bracken has more on this. The alert's called squall warnings, and it caught people off guard recently. Kara, tell us, if we see that word squall, what does it mean?
Hey, Shara. Hey, Dan. Yeah, so the squall warning, you want to pay attention to that. That's not one of those notifications that you see and you immediately X out of. You want to look at that because those squalls, they can really impact your drive, especially when it comes to seeing the road. So you want to make sure you are checking that out so you can know what to look for ahead.
A lot of times it's just a quick punch. So if you do get accumulating snowfall, it can cause problems because it'll happen in such a short amount of time. It's basically a thunderstorm, right, where you get heavy rainfall, it's quick.
Now, the hope is you get the warning so you can plan when you're on the road around when the weather is at its worst. So you're hearing from Matt Johnson, KSL weather meteorologist, who's describing that snow squall. So when you're on the road like this, right now we're right beside the airport. For the driver, a snow squall may impact the commute with heavy snow, wind, while making it harder to see. In fact, visibility may come down to 1/10 to 1/4 of a mile, and that can fluctuate depending on how heavy the snow is.
So with the strong winds that we encounter with some of these snow squalls, that might happen just because some of the gusts can get up to 30, 40 miles an hour. And then you got blowing snow, you got all sorts of visibility issues, not just from the snow coming down, but even coming off the ground snow. So it can complicate things.
Now, a couple years ago, the National Weather Service started issuing squall warnings for Salt Lake City. It's a common term in the east, but you don't hear it as much out here in the west, so that's why some people may be caught off guard. This warning through the alert tells you the area is impacted, how long it's going to last, and what you can expect. Now, as for here, you also have another resource, and that is going to be the KSL weather app. I have it pulled up right now on my phone. You can download it. It's right there at your fingertips. You're going to have the forecast. You can also see where those squall warnings, where they've been issued. So if we're not on air, you have your access to that at any point in the day, guys.
Okay, so pay attention to it.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear I wasn't crazy, too, that it is a relatively new thing for those of us in the West. Kara, thank you. Good explainer.
And